think everything's recorded. Respect the Call is back online. There we go. We're back.
We're back and we're better.
Back and better than ever. Got a little different setup here, which is, I guess, okay for the most part. How you been, Keas?
Oh. I've been better.
Been better.
I've been better.
That's good. At least you can acknowledge.
Yeah,
there's levels to this.
This injury was really killing me.
Injuries. You out for the season?
No, out for a few weeks though. For sure.
You ain't gonna be able to make the All-Star game? The Celebrity All-Star game?
Nah.
That's tonight too.
Not this year.
Dang.
It sucks. I feel like Damian Lillard right now.
Damian Lillard. Yeah, I know. That's what I was kind of going for. Look at us being up to date on the basketball news.
Yeah, I know. I have no other option. I'm hurt.
Could you stop? All these little noises keep coming up. All right. Well, it's been a minute since we've done the last episode. Oh my gosh. We've been a minute. And a lot has gone on. A lot has gone on. A lot is ahead of us. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what angle you want to start from. My bad. Ooh. Might need some tea.
Oh, really? Don't get too fancy on us. Got a little Hollywood style. Yeah, so yeah, you let me know what you want to talk about.
Let's go ahead and knock out this Kobe situation. Because I don't want to be thinking about it the whole time we're talking. Right. So I want to just go ahead and like get it out.
Feel like you gotta address it.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not like emotional about it.
Exactly.
Because it was actually a good thing we didn't record.
Yeah, of course.
I would have been like, 3 days. I mean, even a week later, I was still kind of like,
yeah.
I would watch ESPN and I would just be like,
yeah, no. It was a tough time, man. Very tough. I couldn't watch anything really. Sports Center was kind of off my radar. I couldn't even watch
basketball, man. Basketball was like, it's not the same.
Yeah,
it's still not the same. But honestly, I'm at peace. Like it's joy. Like just thinking about what he was able to do.
Yeah,
and how he affected and hearing everybody's story the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way he affected my life, and then hearing it from somebody else, it's like, dang. So everybody do got the same story,
right?
So I mean, Kobe will always be a legend. He will always. It's sad to even see him go out like that, but
right,
everything happens for a reason,
right? And for I just say for anyone that just because you weren't a direct fan at the time,
oh yeah.
This ain't. It's not a thing to say. You wasn't with him when he was alive, or like you wasn't a fan. Like it's not about us being a fan. If you're a basketball fan, you was a fan of Kobe.
Exactly. If you love basketball, you were a fan of Kobe
right.
in a way of you respected his game. I heard that so many times growing up. People would say, "I'm not a fan, but I respect him."
Right.
I think that's just with anybody that great. You got to respect what they're doing.
Yeah.
And their work ethic.
It's just got to. I mean, like I always said that it wasn't Kobe I didn't like. It was always the fans.
Yeah.
Because y'all were too hard.
See, and I dialed down with that so much. So over the years, I was like,
right. I feel like I mentioned that on these podcasts. I was talking about like I just hated the fans.
I think our last episode we was talking about Kobe and how the next generation and
yeah. About that and stuff like that. So
I mean, one of my goals was always to meet him. Yeah. That's why I took it so hard, because I felt like I was getting close.
Right.
Only because I seen the certain people that was interacting with me on Instagram, and I was like, okay,
yeah,
y'all like what I do, and y'all are like really close to Kobe.
Yeah.
So one or two things are gonna happen. Y'all gonna tell Kobe about me, or y'all gonna introduce it. I just felt like that.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna happen.
That's good though. It's a good way of thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
I think so.
The crazy, I will say this, the crazy thing is, it's crazy. The Lakers assistant coach, Phil Handy, he follows me. He shows nothing but love. And I was telling him, I had to talk to somebody about it because I didn't know how to deal with it. And I just reached out to him and told him, like, you mean so much more than just an Instagram follow or like a like, because I did my research. I was like, who trains Kobe Bryant?
Right.
And when I found out about him, I followed him on Instagram about 3 years ago. And then I just, keep doing my videos. And then he just happened to go on my page and like some of my videos. I'm like, wow. And then he followed. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, my life started, like, I was like, yo, I'm on to something, you know? So I was able to, for me to talk to him about somebody it's Kobe, that's his people.
Yeah.
Like, that's not, he was with Kobe the night before.
Right.
It's crazy. Like, so I felt good talking to him about it.
Yeah.
That was some good closure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not getting a Kobe tattoo. I thought about it.
Yeah.
But then I started seeing so many people do it, and I was like,
right.
I don't want to be that.
Yeah. I mean, of all people, I would say it makes sense for you.
Yeah, like, legit. Like, if I got one, it would be,
Right.
But I don't know.
I don't even have any tattoos. I thought about it, but it's got to be something.
I'm almost finished. So.
Almost finished getting tattoos, or you almost finished like a sleeve or something?
Almost finished getting tattoos.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't. For one, my sister doesn't want me to get 2 arm sleeves.
Yeah.
So she said, this is enough.
Mm-hmm.
And just do your leg, and that's it. So my leg is next.
Right.
So.
Okay. That's tough. But yeah.
In other news, let's try to talk some basketball.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, forever legend, forever Mamba.
Right. Always,
Mamba mentality. Yeah. Let's go right into your boy.
Oh, boy. I was like, who?
Pause. Wait a minute.
What about him?
What you think about him so far?
So far, I mean, I think whatever I said earlier about him being on the Portland and all the other stuff, I'm like, I'm okay with it. Yeah. I like that it's showing what he can do, what he's capable of. He still got it. I mean, nothing really changed for me. I always knew he did. Even though I would say sometimes he seems like he plays better off the court than he does on the court. But it's a different area. Like, if you're playing at his own gym, everybody's not really playing defense like that. They're kind of doing it for the ground. Ball. Yeah, it ain't nothing serious. But he's been doing pretty good. I hate that Damian is kind of like this person that would help the team either. Like, I want him.
You can't see what Melo really is contributing to because Damian Lillard is so powerful.
Exactly.
But I'm
fine with that. I really rather Melo be on a team where he's third or second. I'd rather that. Even though in OKC, he was kind of already being tested to see if he could be a third tier guy. I don't think that their play style really made sense for him because they both needed the ball. And Melo is like, you're just an option.
Exactly.
Which I think would have been a great asset off the bench, but we've tried that.
That's just like when he went to Houston. You can't play with James Harden.
No. And I don't even think he would fit on this Houston.
No.
This Houston wouldn't have worked either. He just needs to be on a team that can dish it out to him, but they can also score themselves. Yeah, kind of like what like KD was saying, like he said a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
about,
like he didn't have the pieces around him.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't fact check that. I seen a lot of people put up like percentages of the teammates he did have.
Yeah.
And I didn't fact check it, so I didn't really comment on it because, I mean, I'm not going by percentages. I'm going to go by the actual players he had. I don't think he had enough. It was just Westbrook.
Right. And I'm always, like right now, I'm always feeling Portland don't have those players yet. I like the team.
The team is really good.
And honestly, I don't know where Melo will lie. That seems like it will work. I mean, in a fantasy world, to say if Melo was just consistent all the time, like all the time, no matter what, like even more than he is now, I'll be okay with him on a Mavs, like a healthy Mavs.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good look.
Just a healthy Mavericks team seems like a Melo would be a nice asset.
Yeah. I think if he's going to – the thing is, I think after this season, he's going to have a lot of offers because nobody expected him to play the way he is.
Right.
Like shooting 35% from the three-point line, shooting about 42% from the field. Like that's some good numbers. And he's putting up 15 points a game. Right. So, I mean, that's some good numbers, man.
Yeah.
And we both projected this. I think in our first or second podcast, we were like, man, what team would he be good on?
Yeah.
I said Portland.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I remember that.
Hey,
yeah,
man.
I can see it.
And he went, and I was so happy because I was like, dang, I needed that.
Yeah.
That's credibility right there.
I know basketball.
Yeah, like I know basketball.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I'm fine with it, but I know this ain't long term, and I'm still just trying to think of like.
Yeah. I hope they keep him.
But what can they do with him?
Keep him in the role he's in now, and to be honest, they have a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Ariza was a good pickup because he's a good like slasher.
Yeah.
He can spot up and hit it. He can play defense. Only thing, he's a little on the age.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long he keep that up, and what they're they got to build around Damian. So it's like and CJ.
Yeah.
Hassan, he has his days, his nights.
Yeah.
He's like one night he's real like a force, and some nights it's like
yeah.
Okay.
But I always feel like him, Whiteside, Andre Drummond, they're always these guys that are like, when they're on, they're on.
Yeah.
And it's a good piece, but you don't depend on that, like, because it ain't always in that it ain't always that situation. But I don't know. Overall, I hope that Melo figure it out. But Portland really has to make some moves first for me to even see that change. But right now, I don't see it.
Trying to go live.
I don't think you understand what sturdiness is.
Yeah, I definitely did that one. I don't know what I thought. Oh, there we go.
You ain't got no case.
So
you
it's
need
like
something to hold it up.
there you go.
Think so.
And I got Melo in the back.
Really? Yeah, you got to represent.
I mean, honestly, man, my new favorite player right now is Damian. Only because he has that. I feel like he got the Kobe, like, dog in him. Like, even though he's already a dog, Damian's really showing, like, I'm gonna do whatever I can, and in my willpower, I'm gonna get this team to the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
I get that. That's interesting. Because I like that mentality of like he's planning on staying in Portland.
Yep.
But all that just makes me feel like, dang, I hope Portland gets enough assets that actually makes them want to stay there.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what they're missing. I mean, I know they got the big that's out right now.
Yeah,
I forgot his name.
Honestly, I haven't watched enough Portland games to really know
like
what
they're lacking.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that they're even coming on. I'm not keeping up with their schedule. There's like certain teams I want to watch. Yeah. Like I wanted to see the Pelicans up against Lakers. I want to see how that goes. I mean, with Zion and all that other stuff, just seeing if they could defend all that. Certain teams, there's just certain games I like to see. Like Chris Paul being OKC, it's like, yeah, fine. But
you know what? They're actually
see.
Playing a lot better than I expected.
OKC ain't never really been a bad team. They
just haven't
floated.
I really thought, okay, they're losing Paul George and Westbrook, and they're getting an old Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, yeah, this is not going to work out.
Right.
But it still worked out. So, what are they? 7th? Yeah.
Probably.
OKC is 7th in the West.
I see a scenario. I'm just going to call this now. I see a scenario with Chris Paul and Melo finding a team together. They ain't gonna be I'm not saying that should be the front
like
runners.
The forefront. Yeah, they're not.
But they're to add on to the team. I mean, bad example because the way that it came out. I mean, the way that it turned out. But like KG and Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Bad example, but because they didn't really work out too well in Brooklyn. But it was a thing. It was the idea of like putting these pieces together.
Word.
With who else? Joe Johnson and Damn, I forgot
Oh,
who
the
else was
old
on that
Hawks.
team.
Yeah.
It was essentially that team.
Cal Corver was on there.
On Brooklyn?
No. I thought you were talking about.
This is
Are you
the
talking about Brooklyn? Oh yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah. They added a lot of older pieces.
Yeah, which in hindsight it seemed like a good idea, but
it just ain't working out.
No,
it
it
was
didn't.
too many.
Yeah.
Older pieces. It's kind of like the Lakers with Steve Nash and Kobe.
Yeah.
Or the Lakers back when they had Gary Payton and Karl Malone. It's like, come on.
I think the Heat situation just so happened to work out.
Yeah.
With Gary Payton and all that. It just so happened.
To work out like that.
I don't really think that was like the best. I don't know, whatever.
For sure it wasn't.
I'm just going to call it now. Chris Paul, Melo. They're finding a team.
What team?
That's the problem.
I don't know what team both of them could be on.
What team is really lacking a point guard that Chris Paul would be good at and also can use Melo to his best ability? See, that's that weird thing.
Honestly, I don't know. Because right now, like I'm just going through the list.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good guards in the league right now. Like I think every team has a decent guard.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think so. And if they're not all-stars, they're pretty up and coming.
Like, I mean, I'm still in the battle of the Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're kind of bouncing, but that's what our podcast is respect the call. So it doesn't even respect what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, it's essentially basketball talk.
It's all basketball talk. Yeah, it's not just NBA. I know once NBA season over with, we'll be talking about Bronny and Zaire and the AAU circuit. But Rookie of the Year for me, I want to say Ja Morant, but people keep saying Zion.
I don't feel like that should be a thing. Your boy, Ja Morant should be the rookie.
I said, I hate to see it. Zion went out with an injury. What could have been, but
that's okay. He'll win the MVP sooner or later.
He'll win the MVP.
Like he going to just fall off the edge of the earth, not getting rookie of the year.
It's just Ja Morant.
If Zion gets it, y'all gave it to him.
Yeah, they gave it to him
because they're not respecting your boy, and even that might just put a chip on his shoulder. You know.
Yeah.
It
for sure,
play it harder.
For sure.
But I think Ja Morant should get it.
Yeah.
Is it Ja Morant or John Morant?
Ja.
It's just Ja.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got the like Keas, but Ja. It's always in the grades.
Sure, yeah.
It's always in the grades though. I don't know why. It always happens.
Sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, that would annoy me if that happens. So you ain't really have nothing else to say, right?
No, not on that topic.
Okay, because they made me think.
Because Melo, the Melo situation, that's where we had left off at.
Right. But that's kind of it on that one. I can see that.
Yeah.
All in all, Melo looks pretty good on Portland. I like this redemption year.
Are we taking like viewers that want to come in and talk about it? Talk about sports?
What you mean?
Like
if you got it, they can come up with a question, sure.
All right, so look. Oh, he's
kind of weird for a podcast format because this don't get cut.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't know.
Sure, if you get a question, you can get spurs up a topic. Sure.
No, I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
You gonna wait on what? Just wait. Okay. Well, one thing I wanted to ask you your opinion about was like, a lot of things are changing nowadays, like as far as the formats of things, yada yada yada. What do you think will make the All-Star Weekend more?
I'm gonna be real. That Kobe thing that they got going on.
Yeah,
I was really like opposed to that because I was like, y'all doing too much with that. Like I didn't really understand it, but as they broke it down, I think who broke it down for us? It was on TNT when LeBron and them was picking teams.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't seem bad. Of course, they're gonna show respect, but
like I wouldn't even consider that as a format because it's just something that they're implementing this year.
Like late notice.
Yeah. I don't think they're doing this next year.
I hope not. But I don't know.
I haven't really even looked into what it entails. Like what was the switch?
It's like each quarter they're playing to a certain number, I think. I can't remember now. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Like they're playing to a certain thing, and then in the fourth quarter they tally up all the scores added up together. Then the first team to score 24 points after their total after the 3 quarters wins. It's like,
yeah,
y'all are doing the most.
I don't know. Well, based off what you're just saying right now, it kind of feels like the All-Star weekend always kind of felt a little flat anyway. And now adding something that gives them really less incentive to
it's
keep
a charity.
going.
Every quarter is like $100,000 or $200,000 charity.
Oh, really?
So
I mean, that's good. I don't ever question the stuff that they do during it. It's like, sure. But what keeps it entertaining? Like, I know it's like...
Oh, that's what they said. They said it's going to be more competitive because what they're doing is going to be more competitive each quarter because they're given to the charity and it's to a certain score. But I think it's really going to be more competitive right now because the timing of Kobe. Mm-hmm. So, everybody's going to have a little chip on their shoulder like, I'm going to do this for Kobe. Everybody's doing it for Kobe. And, so I think that's like the main thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I get that. And it's probably going to be a good All-Star weekend just because of that.
How you feel about Giannis' team, though?
Giannis' team?
Yeah.
Oh, his actual team.
Yeah. I watched him pick, and I really felt like he never needs to be a general manager after the game. Never.
Why you say that?
He doesn't know how to pick. I mean, he gave it to LeBron. LeBron just picked at ease like, oh, you want me to have Damian, James, Anthony Davis, Luka, you gave him everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hopefully it's not one-sided. I know he got Joel Embiid, Siakam. Who else? Who else did he get?
I'm trying to figure out. Oh, God dang, everything was loading all slow. Okay, you saying Giannis or LeBron?
Giannis.
Giannis got Joel, Siakam, Kemba Walker, Trae Young, Chris Middleton, Bam, Rudy Gobert, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry, Brandon Ingram, and Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, that
voted in as starters.
Yeah. That compared to what LeBron got.
Yeah, he got a crazy squad.
It's like
Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Luka, James
those
Harden.
3 right there is LeBron, Kawhi, and Anthony Davis on the same team. All right. And your best is Joel Embiid and
Giannis picked that team where
I like Trae Young, but come on.
You'll be like, yeah, you get that superstar team. I'm gonna beat you with this team. Like you so good at it. But he said he just wanted somebody to pass the ball.
Yeah.
So
LeBron got stuck with James Harden, but I think James Harden, for the sake of the All-Star game, is going to pass.
Right. Of course. James Harden had no reason to go keep the ball in his hand.
He has no reason to dribble 1,000 times.
No. But I mean, I'm kind of glad that, these guys got picked. And it seems like a pretty good. But, yeah, LeBron's team do look one-sided.
It's just one-sided, man.
God dang, he got everybody. He got everybody to the point that I know everybody. I'm familiar with these people.
Yeah, I'm familiar, face of the franchise players.
Except for Domantas Sabonis.
Sabonis? Yeah. I don't know who
I'm not too familiar with him, but I'm pretty sure he's good. You're in the NBA, so I'm pretty sure you're good.
NBA and you're an All-Star? Yeah, you're good.
I'm pretty sure. I ain't doubting it. But I don't know. It seemed like it'll be a good All-Star game. But I was asking you earlier about, is there anything that you think that would make the All-Star weekend better? Some idea. It don't even have to be the All-Star game. It could be the format, or what would you think give people the more incentive to play?
They need to add. I think I said this a few years ago. They need to add a king of the court.
That'd be funny.
Like a king of the court, and I want to see players go at each other.
Yeah.
You don't have to get hurt.
No.
You don't have to get embarrassed if somebody crosses you up on national television on the biggest platform of the year.
Yeah.
So be it. I mean, work on your game.
Right. So you kind of playing on to that one-on-one thing that they were trying to
I think the NBA
about.
needs to do that.
Yeah.
King of the court.
I think what makes that idea cool is if they I ain't gonna say switch it up. Whatever works. But switching it up, like you said, king of the court. You could just do one-on-one, one-on-one tournament, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, like that kind of
Yeah.
random events that we play normally.
Exactly.
And seeing NBA players do it.
You see NBA players do it.
Yeah. So like, I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
3-on-3 tournament, you know.
Exactly.
Play on that, or you can get Ice Cube to do something with it, you know, like.
You could definitely get Ice Cube.
Yeah, like get them partners up with the All-Star weekend game, see how people work. Like, I think that'd be kind of fun.
I don't know. Hopefully they can make that happen.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the dunk contest, I'm hoping is good. That comes on tomorrow, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Something like that. Well,
Today,
whenever this podcast comes out. Yeah. Dunk contest will be. Would it be? Because you don't even say it on the schedule, because it's like, oh yeah, it will be Saturday. Yeah. But they're not saying it. It's just world.
I don't even know who's in the dunk contest.
I don't either. I think your boy from the Magic is in a Gordon or something like that's on there.
Oh yeah, Aaron Gordon is. I think back in it.
He's the only person I've seen. They seem like they're gonna probably give it to him because everybody felt like he got cheated.
Yeah, I know he's good friends with my guy Jordan Sutherland, so I know he's gonna go on his page and find some dunks he need to do that Jordan did. Because I always said that Jordan will win the NBA dunk contest.
Really?
Yeah.
Why you say that?
Because he jumps like nobody else. He's a one-leg jumper.
Which Jordan you talking about? Michael Jordan?
No, Jordan Sutherland.
Oh, Jordan Sutherland.
Yeah.
I was like,
he's like Jordan.
Who?
Jordan.
There's too many Jordans just to be throwing that out.
He's by far one of the best 1-foot dunkers in basketball history, not just NBA, like basketball period.
Like it's Eric Gordon, Derek Jones.
Oh, ooh, snap! Derek Jones.
Yeah, Dwight Howard. Pat Connaughton from the Bucks. It seemed like that was only 4.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because you know what? I like the meta of this year where you start to kind of see that it's all about dunking. You take out Curry and Clay for a good part of the year, all you see is a bunch of dunkers. That's all you see is the highlights. Everybody getting dunked on. That's what you want to get. You want to get that highlight.
You don't see nothing else.
Yeah, you don't see no crazy threes being shot up. Well,
Damien.
Yeah.
But that's one person.
Yeah.
Outside of him, there's nobody else doing that.
No, not at all. Not doing it as well.
And they're not winning.
Yeah.
Like, they're struggling. Like, I really want them to make the playoffs so bad, especially with Melo.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think they'll win, though, man.
You talking about if they get to the playoffs?
Yeah.
But if they get into like an 8th, 7th seed, they're going to play Denver or Houston. Now, Houston just made a bonehead move going small.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So, it's very possible if Portland gets matched up with Houston in the first round.
Yeah. Right now, they sit 9th under the Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Portland is 25-31, and Grizzlies is 28-26.
See, I'm mad about that because
I'm not too
I'm
sure.
happy for Ja because I want him to be a rookie. Oh, yeah, I'm in the playoffs. I've been leading the team. That looks good, but Damian needs to be in the playoffs.
Yeah. Wait, so if they win, they'll be going up against the Lakers. I mean, if they get the 8th spot.
Yeah, they're not winning that.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a good series if they were 7th, but I doubt they're going to get 7th.
Yeah. I mean, they beat the Lakers not too long ago. I think it was on the Memorial Day. Not Memorial Day, but the day they celebrated Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
Damian just went crazy.
Yeah,
I watched it live.
Yeah.
I'm like, this man is unbelievable,
right.
man. Like,
I hope he get his one, too.
Yeah, Damian definitely deserves
4,
it.
5, 6, 7.
You sound like LeBron.
Yeah. But if the playoffs started now, it would be Memphis and the Lakers. It would be Mavs and Nuggets, Thunder and Clippers, and Jazz and Rockets.
I had like,
what?
I don't know how many people I had in this live.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. Like, they're going in and then out.
Sometimes it'd be some accidents.
It show up like that?
It will pop up when I'm like in the middle of like trying to go to another page.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, sometimes it'll just pop up and I'll be like, I ain't click that. And now I just popped up in your thing and I went out. So I was going to say I joined and then got back in. My camera turned off.
Oh. Hey, was that another sound check?
Yeah, I ain't been recording this whole time. But yeah, so I don't know. Well, if Lakers go against the Grizzlies,
Grizzlies not getting that.
No, but I give them a game. I'll give them a game.
You give them a game?
I give them a game because I mean I'm not going to determine it off of LeBron, but LeBron is kind of good for giving a team a game, and you'd be like, how did they pull it up? Like they kept it pretty close.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
And
you're right.
And you know what? I give it the first game. First game of the playoffs. I'm calling it. If the Grizzlies go against the Lakers, making eye contact if you're watching the video version. If the Grizzlies go against the Lakers in the first round, Grizzlies win the first game. Close game, but they win. Crazy prediction. Nico's crazy predictions. We're going to start doing segments like ESPN.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy predictions.
We can do that. We could definitely
have a whole graphic and everything for it. But I think so. Because the Lakers, I mean, it's same thing happened to the Clippers. Like, they lost against somebody recently, and it was like, they got blown out. Like, it was like a bad one. It wasn't bad, but it was just like, you wouldn't see this team beating that team. Like,
was it Boston?
I want to say it.
They just played Boston, I know.
It probably was. I can't. Can I look at it? Can I look at their schedule? Timberwolves.
Oh wow.
142 to 115.
Wow. Was D'Angelo playing?
I think that was the game. I think that's when he just started.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So that's when I saw that. I was like, I mean, I love Timberwolves. They're my West team, but I didn't really see that coming. They were playing their hearts out. Let's see. Timberwolves. No, he was not on there yet. No, he wasn't on there yet. Highest scoring was I can't say his name. Joranko Hernam Gomez.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
I don't even know a lot of players on the Timberwolves right now. Besides D'Angelo Russell, I know they got rid of Andrew Wiggins. He's on Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
I think Golden State banked too much.
What you mean?
Or, they just had the odds against them. Like, they really thought Clay, okay, he's out, but we got Steph, Dre, and D'Angelo. And then we could just work that out and then trade D'Angelo and get, Wiggins or get somebody else.
Yeah.
But then Steph get hurt and he's out.
I would say out of any team in the league right now, I think the Warriors are probably the most prepared team to catch up.
Yeah.
Not like in the standings. I'm saying like as far as getting a team back together.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking they're used to not being the top team. I don't think since they've been in the finals past, 5 or 6 years or whatever.
5 years, yeah.
That they're out of that mindset of not having to be rebuild. But I think that's what they keep it in mind. And that's why they left D'Angelo, because it kind of made sense. He wasn't really long-term, especially when you're going to have Curry back.
Yep.
Wiggins is your good little, he could come off the bench. He could start.
Somebody said that's another Harrison Barnes.
Basically, yeah. Who else did they used to compare him to? Somebody else used to say it was like Harrison. He's like Harrison Barnes. It was some other that Golden State picked up, and it was like that's just another Harrison Barnes.
I'm not even sure.
When they traded him to the Mavs. I can't remember, but
that's crazy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Wiggins he gives them some type of athleticism.
Yeah,
I don't really know what that means for Golden State.
Yeah, I know Wiggins. He hasn't really lived up to what I thought he was gonna be.
Yeah,
like he's not bad, but he's not the franchise player I thought he was gonna. Like now he's shown like I'm a really good asset to a team.
Right.
Like, I can add something to a team, but I can't be that guy.
Right. So Andrew Wiggins has been in the league for 6 years.
Yeah, see, and I can't even recall what he's done monumental in them 6 years. Normally, franchise players, within the first 6 years, they're doing some monumental things. That's what separates them. Like LeBron, Kobe. You know, the first 6 years, they're doing something spectacular. Like LeBron against Detroit. LeBron leading Cavs to the finals. Even though they got swept, he let them. That was his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade got drafted in 2003. He wins the title in 2006. You know, I'm just going down the line. Like, who else was like really monumental?
Yeah.
I mean, you got. I'm not talking about like Kevin Garnett and all them. Like they were still doing monumental things without winning a championship.
Yeah.
You can still do some big things. So, and I didn't even know. They said since Damian Lillard has been in the NBA, Portland has made the playoffs since he's been there. That's monumental. You're taking a team that's not known.
Yeah.
Because before, I mean, Portland had Brandon Roy, Greg Oden, but they got hurt. They were like nothing. And I can't remember who else was on Portland after that.
Yep. I can't help you on that one because I can't think of nobody either. But I mean, I think if they don't get it together, they 25 and 31.
Yeah, I hope they
might not be able to make it this year. But I mean, every team that's up here makes sense. Like Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers, Jazz, Rockets, Thunder, Mavs, and Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even hear you say Spurs.
No, Spurs is right under. They're 23 and 31.
See,
10th.
The West is so powerful. Who's on the East?
On the East.
The East, man, I know is
Bucks number 1, Raptors, Celtics, Heat, 76ers, Pacers, Nets, and Magic. Surprised to see Magic.
Yeah, I was surprised to see Magic up there.
They're 24 and 31, and the Wizards are 20 and 33. They're right behind them. I mean, if you look at it, though, if you're looking at Wizards, Bulls, Hornets, Pistons, Knicks, Hawks, Cavs, kind of makes sense. It kind of
makes sense because the names you just named is.
I really wish I could recall what we talked about what we thought our standings would be with the West and the East.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah. We talked about. I mean,
I said the Clippers was. What did I? Dang.
No, that's what I said. I wish I could recall that. But
dang.
So far, I think our East standings are. We kind of said this.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that episode.
Yeah, I like the Raptors. It was 40 and 15. That's crazy.
Did I have the Raptors at number 2?
I said I feel like I said they were gonna be top 3.
I think I did too.
I said that in Celtics. I knew I talked about them too.
Yeah, I did definitely talk about the Celtics. And the Bucks, I think I put Bucks at 1.
Yeah, I think I put Heat at 5. I kind of sold them short.
I think you had Clippers at 2, right? Or did I have Clippers at 2?
Clippers at 2.
I think I had Clippers at 4, man.
I don't know. We're going to spend the rest of this episode trying to recall the last episode.
Crazy. Oh man.
Oh no. Well, I don't know, but we'll see. Y'all can go check out and see what that last episode what we said and what our status will be. But
so this is on Anchor, right? Anchor.
It's on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. It's on all those platforms, baby. So go check it out. Give us a 5-star rating on an Apple Podcast, if I do say so myself. But yeah, man, this is turned out to be a very interesting season. All right, a lot has happened. Andrew Wiggins was born in '95. He's a year younger than me, making quadruple amount of money than I am.
Me and you both. We're going to get there one day.
Right.
You know what's crazy, though? I don't have to make that type of money, though.
No.
I just need to make something where, like, I can
do what you want.
Make establishments and have everybody that has something to offer where they don't have to work. Like, you know, sometimes people have something to offer, but you still got to work. Yeah. You still got to. It's like, nah, man, I want to be able to do something where
Yeah. One day I want to get on this podcast and be like, "Hey y'all, we got a special guest in the studio today, Damian Lillard."
Dead serious. And I think
Like, what's
really,
up?
I believe that can happen.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, you can keep the studio here. Like I'm serious.
No, right. I can see that. That'd be
Because
interesting.
you inviting people like that, it doesn't even matter
know, right?
where you are. Like
Setup be already set. I'd be like, "Hey, bro, just chill out, just talk. We can talk, bro." But
just some of the Facebook love. Let's see what the Facebook love
let's
is.
see
Like.
what the Facebook love is.
Facebook Live.
Facebook love.
So the next segment. What did I text you again?
I don't know.
Because
Bro.
I know we spoke on Melo,
Mhm.
Kobe,
Gosh.
Damian Lillard. We spoke on that.
Yeah.
For the most
Where's your
part.
name at? Oh. You said Rockets going small ball.
Oh yeah, we gotta speak on that.
Yeah.
I think it's the dumbest thing. Wait a second. Oh man.
I think
Okay.
it's the
me
dumbest thing.
Okay, the Rockets going small ball was by far the dumbest thing. Only because I see what they're trying to do
Uh-huh.
because the NBA is surrounded by shooters. But here's the thing, though. The way kids are being built and players are being built nowadays, these guys are 7 feet shooting threes. So you're going to go small to shoot threes. But you have 7-footers that can shoot threes and they can post you up at the same time.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make any sense. Like, first of all, if you want to go small ball, why you ain't hit my phone? Why you ain't hit my line? Why you ain't text me and hey, let's Keas, we're going small. Like
Yeah.
PJ Tucker's your center. Like I laugh. Like that's straight comedy, man. Like what's wrong with them?
I have no idea.
Yo, Facebook too. Man, I only got one person here right now. I had 3. They went away quick. What's going on with y'all? Show some support. I hate Facebook. Nah, mine. I don't. But
Instagram and Facebook the same company, so
Facebook, I get more love. I mean, Instagram, I get more love. Respect the Call podcast.
yeah.
You can check us out on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Music. I mean, not Apple Music. Apple
Podcast.
Podcasts,
Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts,
Spotify.
all of that.
All of it.
You know, YouTube.
We got a couple episodes already up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand. Man, the Rockies going small ball. First of all, I feel like it's kind of late to be trying to do that. Capella was a good center for y'all.
That's a great pickup for Atlanta, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. But and I always said that Atlanta probably just needs some size anyway, so that will help. No telling how long they'll be able to stay together because I feel like Capella wouldn't really want to stay there that long.
Nah.
It depends. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
it
they can
just
sway
depends.
him.
They have to bring somebody else in.
Yeah.
Like it could be Trey, Capella, but it has to be
Somebody else.
Melo.
No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to have home games that I can see my boy play, and I can have a jersey that says Melo.
Melo.
Yeah.
In Atlanta. Yeah.
Sure, but no, because that's not the point. We're not talking about that. We're talking about Rockets in a small ball.
Yeah.
I was going to get into the whole. I just don't want Melo to go on a team
Yeah, I know, right?
that's just not really ready to win.
Nah, because it's going to bury him.
Yeah,
But
unless he's planning on retiring. Sure, go ahead, man.
see, that's another reason about the Rockets why I said whoever they play in the first round, they're going to struggle.
Yeah,
Because whoever's in the playoff run in the West, they're big.
yeah,
Denver's big. LA is probably the biggest team in NBA.
yeah.
Like they got 3 7-footers, if I'm not mistaken. Dwight, JaVale, and Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
And they play. It's not like they're big men. You know, you got 7-footers that sit on the bench and they never see the court in no time.
yeah.
Like these dudes play. They're all stars. What's wrong with the Rockets, man?
I don't know, man.
And you got somebody that dribbles 1,000 times. Who's gonna rebound for you?
He just throw off any shot. I mean, he has this weird step back that he seems to always hit. I don't understand that, but
They got Westbrook. I guess they relying on him.
Yeah, Mr. Triple Double.
Mr. Triple Double.
Yeah, he could average a double rebounds. Put him at center.
I don't understand that move.
The way the Rockets look right now is like if we would have went to LA Fitness or something.
Yeah, it's like a pickup.
Yeah.
Like it's pickup basketball.
We got us 3.
Yeah,
we could do this. I'm big enough. But I'm going against a bunch of other people that's probably 5'11", 6 foot.
I want to say they got Westbrook, Harden. Who's their starters? Westbrook, Harden, PJ Tucker. That's like the main 3 that I know off top.
Yeah, I don't recall anybody else.
Yeah, I don't really recall somebody that's.
Who's that power
Aaron
forward?
Gordon. Not Aaron Gordon. Aaron.
Dog, it's funny how immediately I put him in the Rockets jersey. I was like, "Oh, what, really?"
Aaron Gordon.
That's fine. I can look it up for you.
Gordon, though. Something Gordon.
Something.
You know the shooter. He shoots like he's in elementary.
Eric Gordon?
Yeah, Aaron Gordon. Yeah. Eric
Gordon.
Aaron again.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me today?
You did it. You did enough, man.
Respect the Call podcast.
Because line up.
We've been up and running for about 6 months. 6 months.
Oh, they don't tell me the starting lineup.
Go ahead and stream us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
This is what I gotta deal with, y'all.
Google Podcasts, Anchor. Go ahead and stream that so we can get, you know what I'm saying? We get these checks, you know what I mean?
Get these checks. They got Tyson Chandler.
YouTube. They don't play Tyson Chandler though.
It surely don't.
He sits on the bench.
That's got to be annoying. You a center, and then you got somebody else like who comes in? Robert Covington. Are y'all playing him? That boy got
just
11
trash.
million.
They're trash for doing that. Like, why would you go small ball at this time in the NBA? If anything, you're trying to get size.
Yeah.
Like, I would have traded Austin Rivers. Man.
Oh, I was about to say, and the funny thing, they fifth right now too.
Houston?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so they dropping. They was number 3.
Well, see, with like the Jazz and the Clippers is 37 and 18, and Jazz is 36 and 18.
Oh.
So they just.
So my prediction
losing.
might be right with Clippers ending up 4th.
You feel like Clippers going to end up 4?
Yeah.
You think Jazz is going to beat them out?
Yeah.
Really?
It's going to be close though. It's going to be just how it is now, but Jazz going to get it.
Honestly, I see Nuggets finishing 3rd, Clippers finishing 2nd. Jazz staying at 4th.
I didn't even follow up. Did the Nuggets just beat the Lakers the other night?
Nuggets.
They went into overtime. The Nuggets was the game was close, but the Nuggets had control over the game. They
Nuggets
won.
beat
The Lakers.
No, Lakers beat the Nuggets.
Yikes.
120 to 116.
I'm upset right now.
Overtime.
Yeah. They're supposed to win that game. But, I mean.
Yeah. Well,
Who cares?
yeah. Like their future schedule is they got the Thunder they're playing against. They got the Timberwolves, Pistons, and Clippers. It's the next 4 games that they got ahead of them. And I don't think that they're going to be able to beat every team. So.
Who, the Lakers?
The Nuggets.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Timberwolves, they'll give them a run for their money.
Yeah, you got them NBA teams that's sneaky.
Yeah.
They're not record-wise good, but they're a good team.
Right. I give them the Pistons. Thunder might be a hit or miss with that one. And then the Clippers, no. It might be a close game. I'll give them a close game. So, that's the thing. But I'm just going to say it's going to be top 5. Top 5?
Yeah.
I call
Top
it.
5.
Top 5. Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Thunder. No. Because I'm sorry. Take Thunder out. Mavs.
That all right. That's more believable. That's more believable. Okay. See, I was like,
because I was like, I'm only saying it because I literally see them right here, but I didn't know it's Mavs and Thunder's got the same record. They both 33 and 22.
So I mean, it could be, but
that's gonna be in that order.
Yeah. I'm still putting Clippers like 3rd.
Okay. I mean, I don't see Nuggets dropping that much, but I do see Clippers winning. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like I feel like the Clippers is gonna win the finals though.
their next 4 games is the Kings, Grizzlies, Suns, and Nuggets. So I feel like for the most part they should have these games. Suns sometimes sneak up on you too.
Yeah.
But for the rest of their last game is against the Trailblazers of the season, and they go against Timberwolves. So I mean they kind of have a coasting end of the season. Yeah, the only tough competition towards the end is probably going to be the Mavs. Maybe I don't want to say the Rockets because Lakers.
I want to start. I want to start a debate on Facebook.
Yeah.
With all this, you know how we did it before, like LeBron, Kobe, and Mike.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, For the people that don't know on Facebook, because I don't want them thinking like, "Oh my God, why is he so insensitive about Kobe?" And it's like,
yeah.
The debate is gonna always continue. I stopped debating about it years ago.
Yeah.
But as I'm still looking on Facebook, these debates are still going, and these are got the same people, the same core, even some new faces that said. When Kobe passed, it was like, all right, we're not going to talk about debating. Like, man, let's just honor and let's just, embrace the greatness that we got a chance to see. Now y'all want to say that. But it's like for months and years, I've been saying that.
Yeah.
Fast forward 2 weeks later, they're back at it.
Yeah.
So my thing is, I think that'd be good interaction for them to speak on that. On Respect the Call.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we'll have just a small segment for that. We're not going to base it around you non-knowledgeable people. But y'all will have y'all segment where we can just go in and just start debating and stat-wise. Because I seen something today about what's your top 5 shooting guard.
Yeah.
And it had Mike, number 1, Kobe 2. Dwayne Wade was number 3. James Harden was 4. And AI was 5.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the guys on there was saying that, first of all, why is Harden above AI? And I agree. Harden is not better than Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade is a very debatable thing.
Yeah.
They both can fight for number 3. And I don't never put Kobe at number 2. I tie him up with Jordan at number 1. So it's like 1A and 1B.
Right.
Like how Kevin Durant said it. Only because when you really look at it and see what people debate number-wise, it's not far-fetched. Like Kobe and Jordan is right here.
Right.
So you're debating a 0.6 difference.
Yeah.
Like some of the stats y'all debating is 0.6. The only one that's like a big margin is Mike career average is 30. Kobe's is 25. And then they say, well, it took Kobe 20 years. It didn't take Kobe 20 years. When people don't realize the first 3 years of Kobe Bryant's career, he got 15 minutes of playing time his rookie year.
Yeah.
People forget about it. He wasn't, and it's not his fault or not, the media fault, but that's just how it is. The first 3 years, he didn't, well, the third year, he got a lot of playing time, but it was a condensed season.
Yeah.
The last 3, everybody's seen what happened. He was hurt. He didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
So if you subtract those 6 years out of a 20-year career, what is 20 minus 6? 14. So that's the base of his career, 14 years of doing what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I feel about it. Kobe's, he's a GOAT, man. Don't debate what's going on.
Right. It kind of made me think about that. The shooting guard. So I about the same. I say 1 Jordan, 2 Kobe, 3 D Wade, 4 Allen, and 5 Tracy.
Tracy, right?
Yeah.
But Tracy, they try to consider him as a
small forward.
I don't know. But it was times he played shooting guard.
He played that's just like, Allen. You could say he's a 1 or 2.
Allen wasn't a point guard.
Yeah.
They put him at shooting guard because he didn't know how to pass.
Yeah. So
they just titled him as a shooting guard. But
yeah. I mean, I always
I'm not
Tracy
putting James Harden up there too quick.
No,
James. Disrespectful.
No.
I don't even think he's better than Clyde.
Drexler, yeah. And see, if we're talking about that, first of all, where I have it, I feel like you have to at least put Clay and him.
Oh my God, that's another one.
They have to be. You have to debate where they even lie before you put James there.
Yeah, see, nah. Just no, I forgot all about Clay.
Yeah, like granted, yeah, you might say James Harden got the MVPs and he did a lot more stuff, but it's consistency. You have to consider that because Clay, boy, he seemed like he could just throw up anything and being able to knock it down.
He's a real shooting guard.
Yeah. So I don't know.
James Harden is you can't even. He's a playmaker, but I wouldn't even consider him a true shooting guard, man.
Right.
Because he brings the ball up like a point guard, but he's a shooting guard.
Right. And I know the one thing that's going to be brung up a lot when it comes to James Harden is them turnovers. His day-to-day, his game-to-game plays.
Going 3 for 20 from the three-point line.
Yeah. Oh. It's like just because you're a shooting guard don't mean you need to shoot stupid shots.
He legit shoots anything.
So, and that consistency you have to consider. But like you said, well, like I forgot all about Drexler. And you got to consider him way before you consider
Clyde
James.
Is a legend.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I try not to get personal bias here because I like Nick Anderson back in the day. But that's just because of certain teams, certain people I just like. I wouldn't have been like, oh, you consider Nick Anderson. But I'm like, no, just kind of liked him at the time.
Yeah, I mean, Van Exel, well, no, he was more of a point guard, though.
So I'm assuming that Reggie Miller plays small forward.
No, he was shooting guard.
That's
another shooting guard.
Really? See, there's a weird time because
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like you can't disrespect.
And it's crazy to even now that you say it. But nah, I mean, I don't have no debate about where D Wade lies. Like he's in my top 3 for a reason.
Yeah, D Wade earned it though.
Yeah, I still feel like it is a my generation, like a bias, because that's who I got to see. I didn't really get to see the other guards that were playing. Like, if I was talking about consistency, I feel like I should have considered Reggie Miller a little higher than if he's considered 2. But I like watching back Tracy McGrady. I'm just kind of like, I didn't get to appreciate him while he was playing, and I didn't notice he was that good because I just wasn't paying attention.
True.
But he's a great player. He was a great player. Like he was. I mean, obviously injuries kind of hurt him and hinder him, but what Grant Hill was small forward, wasn't
he? Yeah, Grant Hill was small forward.
Okay.
And as his career went on, I think he even touched power forward a few times.
Right. Brandon Roy, was he a small forward?
I think he was point guard.
See, he was kind of a weird position too.
Yeah, because it was times where he was in the shooting guard position.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's kind of like Damian Lillard, man.
Yeah.
When and the thing is, it's so weird because they're listed as point guards, but then
I don't question Damian being a point guard or a shooting guard. I say he's a point guard.
Right.
He's a point guard that can shoot.
Yeah.
Like Curry. You know he's a point guard. He's playing. He can shoot
but
like
it's
a
like,
shooting
what
guard.
makes a shooting guard today, though?
Somebody, I would say, somebody that's not. I don't know.
That's what, that's why I'm mixed emotion because it's like what considers a true shooting guard, or is it because the fact that point guards today can shoot? Because back in the day, point guards are known for like they can't really shoot, but you can dribble the ball and you can pass.
Yeah,
high IQ and all of that. But now you got point guards that's shooting 30 shots a game.
Yeah, I guess. Well, a while ago, I would say a shooting guard is the guy that doesn't really hold the ball. He's not really the ball's not really played around him, but he can facilitate and he can make plays and he can shoot. But there's also been a lot of good shooting guards that were great defensive players, but they wasn't like good shooters. Yeah. But they only can occupy that 2 guard. They couldn't occupy the small forward, or I don't know. I don't know what really makes a shooting guard. Who makes a good 2?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's just like I don't know. It's like when Michael Jordan played. Like you said, it was that the ball's not in their hand. They're like coming off screens, catching, and then create.
Yeah, like now, how Clay plays is how I used to think that's how shooting guards should play.
And that's really how it is.
Right. But now a small forward can play like that. With Curry, he plays like that. And that's just, I mean, that's obviously what the team is. But I mean, if you look at Luka, because he's a small forward.
Yeah, Luka a small forward.
Yeah, but he could be considered like a 2 guard if based on that definition. And he can facilitate, so he kind of has the point guard aspect with him. So I don't know. I don't know what makes a 2 guard. That's kind of that weird unanswered question.
I just wanted to try it.
Yeah. When do you think we're gonna wrap this up, bro? We had an hour.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We could talk all day.
Yeah. See.
I guess that's it for this segment.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a lot more consistent with this.
Yeah. We gotta be.
Gotta be. I mean, it's perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. So, are you putting emphasis on the G?
No. I wasn't thinking about it, but that is funny to think about that. Where's the timing?
Yeah.
Sure. I don't say that. I don't emphasize a lot of my words anyway, so why would I get on you about that?
But yeah.
Except if you're saying Valentine's, I'll be mad at you.
I hate people that do that.
Sure.
Or New Year's.
New Year's.
Years or New Year? How many years are you in?
We're celebrating them all today.
I know, right?
But yeah, if you want to listen to this podcast anywhere, you go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, especially on Anchor, because they're the reason why I'm even on those platforms in the first place. So shout out to Anchor. Appreciate y'all. You can follow my boy Keas at Coach Keas. And also _ nothing was handed.
Yeah, but I need to build my Coach Keas up.
Okay, so just follow him
Coach
at
Keas is
Coach
actually
Keas.
perfect. Yeah.
And if you see that other account, then go ahead and follow it. You can follow me at Just Call Me Nico, JUSCALLMENICO. It's been a while since I had to say it out. You can subscribe to the Respect the Call YouTube channel, because we repost these videos up as well, sometimes clips. Trying to get better at that. And also you can follow me at JCMN Network on YouTube as well. I greatly appreciate that. And we'll see you next time. Got anything else to say, Keith? Any other plugs?
No, just be on the lookout for Respect the Call. It's gonna be the next biggest podcast.
Next biggest, yeah. We're gonna be getting our award, Best Sports Podcast.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I feel like we'll get that consistency and a lot more people.
We're gonna get a lot
and also
more
when Trey Young hits us up.
Yeah, that's
he's like, hey man,
come to the podcast.
Come to the podcast. Hey Trey, I can come to y'all spot. It's a mobile podcast.
Yeah, we get some mobile podcasts.
Yeah,
we got the whole.
We could just do it during the day. I don't have to bring my lighting set up, but I can bring the mics and stuff. Be cool. Shout out to you, Trey. You in the Atlanta area, so I'm assuming, you got time.
Sure.
But yeah.
That's it, man.
That's it. We'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
I never know how to say this. Like how to get off.
You're supposed to just cut it. But I like this thing is kind of a running gag at this point of like just letting it linger after.
Might just have to let it linger. I don't know what to say. I'm really lost.
I know. Maybe if you do this more often, you'll figure it out.
Seriously.
That's crazy.